r/askreddit. What popular saying is actually bullshit?
Looks don't matter. They do. Not always, not completely, but they very much do matter. Humans are kind of superficial in that regard.
I read the book Survival of the Prettiest 20 years or so ago. Changed my worldview. One thing of note, she posits that being good-looking usually helps, but at some point being really good-looking starts to worsen your outcomes.
Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg are college dropouts? Dude, they went to Harvard, not community college.
Survivorship bias. Sure, they're college dropouts, but so are 500,000 other guys working as a cashier at 7/11.
This. Same as when celebrities tell you to follow your dreams. Yeah, it worked out for them, but for every Tom Cruise, there are 10,000 people who didn't make it. Lottery winners will tell you that lottery tickets are a great investment.
If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. This is like toxic relationship starter pack stuff.
If it was used in a different context, it'd be fine. Like, if people meant it to mean, oh, if you can't handle me when I'm stressed out because I'm broke, the cancer came back, the dog died, and the toilet's so badly blocked we need a plumber for the 3rd time this month, you probably don't deserve me when things are going well. It'd be fine. Instead, people seem to just say it to mean, I'm an asshole for no reason because I never got over my 14-year-old edgelord phase.
I think it originally had nothing to do with lashing out or being toxic. Being at your worst, mentally, means you're not able to provide and give as much. If people turn their back on you because they treat relationships as a transaction, then they don't deserve you when you do provide them with obvious benefits. A friendship goes both ways is the essence of the quote.
If you tell me the truth, you won't get into trouble.
Top 10 anime betrayal.
Money can't buy happiness. Poverty can't buy anything.
Having money's not everything. Not having it is.
I before E except after C.
I before E, except after C, or when sounding like a as a neighbor or way, and on weekends and all throughout May, and you'll always be wrong no matter what you say.
I bought 2 boxes of donuts.
Good things come to those who wait. Try waiting your whole life and see what comes to you.
As an impatient person, I've always taken this as put in the work and then don't F it up rushing. I feel like I learn this lesson daily.
I'm gonna save this comment.
Sleep is for the weak, or I'll sleep when I die well, actually. Not sleeping is making you weaker and decreasing your lifespan as you gloat about it right now. Sleep is essential, people.
It doesn't matter who started it. Of course, it effing does. Even legally, the concept of who did what first is recognized as vital.
The zero-tolerance policy has screwed over so many students that just defended themselves.
There's plenty of fish in the sea. You know what else there's plenty of in the sea? Trash.
What's the alternative here, though? Yeah, I guess that was your only shot. You're fucked forever.
Be yourself. If you're a effing asshole and even the nice people hate you, then you should effing change and not be yourself.
I completely relate to this. My actual personality is almost completely misanthropic. I would love to be able to survive on my own, never interacting with anyone again. In reality, you can't go through life like that, unless you want to live as a hermit in a cave somewhere, and I'm too lazy for that.
I don't think personality is as set in stone as that. You're the sum of your experiences and your interpretations of those experiences. Often life throws us an experience that changes everything about how we see the world, and sometimes looking back on those experiences in a different light does exactly the same.
You don't need money to be happy. Usually this quote is being used by those who are already filthy rich.
The truth behind this saying is that more money doesn't make you more happy, at least if you have reached a certain level. From another perspective, it is clear that no money makes unhappy if you live in a society that believes money has value.
This, so much. A person needs a minimum amount to survive and not have legitimate financial worries. Up until that point, money does make a person happy. Beyond that point, more money does not make people happier, and the endless pursuit of money can actually make people happier, and the endless pursuit of money can actually make people... That new car or new boat or bigger house with a pool won't make a difference if a person is always working and stressed out. It's more important to invest in relationships with family and friends, which brings us to the next piece of savage advice.
A watched pot never boils. It does. I've checked.
This one is more about perception and how things seem to go slower when you're paying attention to them.
This is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. Lies.
My grandmother said that to my dad once, when he was a kid, before a spanking. When she pulled her arm back for the first swing, she accidentally whacked the radiator and broke her hand. It really did hurt her more than it did him.
Practice makes perfect. I had a teacher that used to point out that, no, practice makes permanent. If you practice something in an incorrect way, you're going to perform incorrectly.
My football coach used to say, practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect.
My hockey coach used to say that.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
I've tried to ward my house to the best of my abilities. Apples near each door and window, apple-scented candles, maintaining a constant supply of apples and apple products in my kitchen. Nothing worked. The doctors, they are relentless. They're clever, systematically searching for a breach in my defenses. When I close my eyes, I can feel their icy stethoscopes. I just ate my first apple today, but it is all in vain. The ache in my knees from their mallets warns me they are drawing near. I took an apple from my kitchen to carry with me around the house. I sat down on my couch only to hear the crinkle of wax paper beneath me. I caught a glimpse of a white coat outside my window. I wanted to believe it wasn't real, but my worst fears were realized when I heard the murmur of what seems to be the problem here today. They're here.
If this isn't copy pasta, it should be.
It's just how I am. Well, you're a effing cunt.
Hey, I'm blunt. I tell it how it is. You tell it like you're an asshole.
My mouth doesn't have a filter.
What you don't know can't hurt you. While, yes, it's technically true, it's also not a positive thing. Theoretically, if someone's partner was cheating on them, yes, they don't know so they can't be hurt, but it's still a bad thing.
Radiation, radiation.